take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. This they splash, this they drill. Yeah, champion.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
This time, Wilson will throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Steelers.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11 now. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
1st and goal.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Number 46.
It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
The score, Steelers 7, Raiders 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
And sacked.
That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
35-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
That's the
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 0.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He dumps this off over the middle, and he's able to get it to the edge of the there at a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Well, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Second and 1.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Wilson.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 10 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He got 29 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 75 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
On for the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that was dangerous. We'll throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 2. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The RPO, he completes it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Jacobs now. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
There's a ball from right side and complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They get a touchdown, but they're taking care of the ball.
Yeah, being lightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At the 12-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
The kicker.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last...
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Returnable here from the 38. 31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Here's Jacobs, and he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Jacobs, the ball.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number one stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Gun now on third down.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw from his end zone. Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the throw. They need it. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Pittsburgh.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Third and long, it's Wilson going for the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
22-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll drop the throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they will take a knee here. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Las Vegas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire